mainly to remind myself what I went through with the production, and so I can remember my mistakes, what I learned, stuff like that. And also for whoever is starting their own production and maybe get some ideas, some suggestions, some help. That's all it is. As you can see now, I'm working on the storyboard, on the detailed storyboard of one of the scenes. This is a simple point where basically the character Sepida walks and then turns into a corner of a building, and then in front of her appears the company man. So I thought, as you can see, it'd be nice to see, first of all, like a wide shot. She's walking towards the camera on her side. Then we see a close-up of the shoes of company man which they step in the frames. The camera is on the ground. Here we can see the shoes stepping in the frame. We will see the side of company man, not the face, just the side. And then we see her walking along the road and turning in the corner. So when she turns, she walks in and she looks shocked, like that. She look up, and then we cut, and then we go to the company man, and we see the face which is looking towards her and saying his line, basically.
It's rather impolite to walk out of a business meeting halfway through, do you not agree?
The scene with the most of the actors and where I spend most, plus let's say £750. It looks like it's gonna be quite tough to film all the scenes in one go, because I don't have the budget yet. So what I need to do, I need to create this crowdfunding campaign and see what happens. With my budget, with my personal money, probably manage to do one scene every month and a half. There's always a way when you look for a solution, and I need to find one. Today I want to talk about my portable, or let's say takeaway storyboards. So this is like it's script with storyboards boxes. Put them at the top, at the middle, and at the bottom of the page. And then I print 4 pages per page, or per A4 page, something like that. So in this way I have a small print. It's very good for me because I can carry it everywhere. If you fold it, you put it in your pocket, take it everywhere with you. Go home, get crazy with ideas. This is like the beta version of the full storyboard. So, but I try to make it as good as possible. So basically, with this one, I'm working both with the storyboard and with the script. In this way, I can see how the scene looks like and how the dialogues will work, if it will sound good at this moment or not. The top, in the middle, and at the bottom. And then there is some space for extra space I can add after with the pen. This is what works for me, but it doesn't mean that it works for you. If this is a good way to do it for you, I would really consider this, because it's very useful. I may have a very good idea on the bus break like this one, and you feel like, oh, I would like to write it down, but I don't have material now. But with this one, you can. Also, another important thing about this takeaway storyboard, or let's say this portable storyboard, is that at the back, blank. I don't do like both sides, storyboard and script, because I like to leave some space in case I want to extend the script or stuff like that. Maybe I don't have any more space on the other side. I tried to buy a more powerful computer. I'm trying to pay in installments, but apparently I don't have enough. I need to wait a little bit and see what happens. I mean, the whole day trying to get the best deal. I used benchmark websites, graphic cards and stuff like that. I mean, it takes time. I found one, so I used it as a base. And then from there I went up and down to see which one is the best one. But I need to wait to get it because my funding now are kind of low. As of today, I've selected 2 scenes which can be done later on during the year, and hopefully start next month, the end of the month, the beginning of April, something like that. I've finished editing now the scene between Sepida and Guy. I'm not a professional editor, and I started to use DaVinci program, which I never used before, so it was all like a little challenge, but it's a very, very interesting program. I've learned basics basically. Then there's also the coloring. I'm not really familiar with that, but with the editing, you know, I kind of know what I want to see. It's to see how the scene looked like basically. I had a look at this video about how to make the teaser gun, but I want to do a little bit different. I want to make it a little bit more sci-fi, not like, you know, with the ultra big things, but it's more like compact and more futuristic. But this is gonna be a big job, so I'm gonna film that probably. So that's the first prop I need to work on as soon as possible. Then I need to look for dates, potential filming dates. But so the other thing is that days are getting longer. Probably need to film the cafe scene first. So I need to be dark outside. So it basically is when Mike comes to the cafe and it's still dark. But I need to adapt to the situation. If we film like in the next month, that scene probably would be best. Also, like now the restrictions are, they stop most of the restrictions for the pandemic. I want to film the scene in the evening. If we start at 6, we might have the right light for it. So there is a scene outside when Mike is walking, and then there is the main scene is inside of the cafe. So a quick update regarding the powder for the heats, yeah, which I was suggesting on my first vlog. I couldn't put myself to do all this stuff in the middle of the scene and everything. Second of all, if we had like 2-3 days to film, they might have tried that. But because we had only 1 day, I didn't want to compromise time, costumes, or anything. Because if you did the costumes, you need to clean them, it takes time, it uses a lot of time for filming. It was too complicated for 1 day. I thought better not to use it this time and do it simply like normal fight. I would have loved to see this effect that you see in the old Kung Fu movies. Not really old, actually, like 90s, 80s. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't want to use the powder this time. Talc or whatever it is, which I bought actually, and it's still in the cupboard. So yesterday I've sent to the guys, to the team, the edited scene. There were good reactions. Apparently they really liked it. I'm organizing for the end of March. Now it's the beginning of March, and as far as their timetable, it looks like they are busy until the end of March. So possibly the first scene to be filmed at the end of March. April is going to be probably the one with most scenes, maybe 1 or 2 scenes, probably 1 because of the budget. The whole scene is being edited with a very old computer, so it's kind of difficult to work on it. And personally, I'm not the best in coloring and sound editing. And from that point of view, it wasn't the best. But, you know, it gives an idea how it will look like. And also I got feedbacks from the guys. I asked good feedback and bad feedback so I can improve the quality and everything. What to change, and I changed a few things, a few bits and pieces. It looks better now, a little bit better. Also, I'll try to do a teaser trailer with this scene. There's not much going on, it's just a short scene, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. I'll try to put it on the website and see if I can gain some attention. And also, the guys asked me if they can post in their, you know, social networks or whatever. And I said, yeah, of course. I mean, like, maybe post clips at the moment because, you know, maybe they won't give too much. Even if the scene is not that, doesn't give much about the whole thing. I'm trying to organize the filming beginning of April for the scene number 1, the cafe one. We need some rehearsal. The cafe is busy until 5 o'clock. It's just a short scene, it's not a big scene, it's just mainly camera work. There are not many dialogues. The scene is quite short, but I like to do quite good amount of camera works. I want it to have much time because We need to leave basically around 11 p.m., something like that.
Just like wandering around.
Let me think about it.